What is going on, guys? Hope everyone is doing well. Welcome back to the channel and another video. In this video, it's going to be on the E90 again. I'm going to be focusing on the battery for the E90. I'm in a situation here where I believe that my battery is about to go out. It is on its way out. The car's been giving me some signs that the battery is not working as good as when I first got it. So in this video, I'm going to be talking about those symptoms that my car is giving me and just some other information about the battery for the BMW E90. And then I'm going to be showing you guys actually how to replace the battery with my BMW E90. Hopefully this video kind of helps and provides some information on the battery. I was kind of sort of in the same position where I didn't really know that much about the battery. So I'm going to be giving just some information based off what I know and my research. I'm not an expert. I don't know everything about these cars. I know quite a bit, but not everything. So yeah. So like I said, I think my battery is on its way out. Any one of these days now, I feel like I'm going to get in the car and it's just not going to start because the battery's dead. So yeah, like I said, the car has been giving me a few signs that what I think are signs that it is going out. So the first sign that I've noticed that's been happening within the last couple months here is that the car has been idling at a higher RPM than what it usually idles at, which is around 600. But at some points it idles at around 800, 900. And it never used to do that up until a couple months ago. So I'm not 100% sure that that's why, but I'm pretty sure because I know for a fact that the battery can have an effect on the engine. I don't know, some of you may have seen my other video where I talk about the one thing that actually went wrong with this car, which was a bad IBS sensor, the intelligent battery sensor, and it caused the engine to function erratically. It caused it to shut off a few times. It caused it to be unable to idle correctly. So I know for a fact that it can definitely have an effect on the engine, so that's why I think that. Now the next thing that I've noticed is the clock in my instrument cluster where my speedometer is. I've set it at the correct time and it keeps going back 20 minutes. I've had to reset it 3-4 times now and it keeps going back 20 minutes. And one thing I've read is that when the battery is starting to have a low charge level, it cuts the power off to that part of the car, the instrument cluster, to save power. So that causes the ECU to just forget the time or whatever, or stop the time for a short period amount of time. So yeah, that's one thing that I've noticed within the last couple months here also. And the third thing that I've noticed that makes it pretty clear that it's the battery is sometimes after I've been driving and I get to my destination and I just kind of sit in my car for 2 minutes while music's playing and the iDrive is on, the low battery charge level notification will show up on my iDrive and give me that little noise, when it lets you know that something important is popped up. So yeah, that's been happening the last few months here also, around the same time period as the other two things. So that's why I think all three of those things are connected to the battery being unable to keep a high charge level, or the appropriate charge level that it's supposed to be at. And I actually even plugged my scanner in to see the numbers for the capacity of the battery. There's an option on it that lets you see that the last 5 days, and it said it was at 30%, which isn't good. That's way on the lower end. So that's why I think my battery is about to go out, and those are some signs. Maybe some of you have those same signs that your battery is going out. So there's two different types of batteries that you can get. You can just get the regular lead acid batteries that BMW sells at the dealership, which is the usual battery that usually comes in the car. Or you can get a AGM battery, which is a little bit more expensive, but they last much longer than the lead acid batteries, which I always point that out there, that the lead acid batteries have a white casing, like you just saw this one. It has a white casing. The AGM batteries just have a black casing like a regular battery. So that's how you tell the difference. If you need to find out if you already have one, or if you don't have one and you want to upgrade to one, that's how you tell the difference there. But yeah, like I said, the AGM battery is a little bit more expensive, but it does last longer. Another downside, if you want to get an AGM battery, is if your car doesn't already have one, you're gonna have to register it and code it, so that your ECU knows like the appropriate charge level to give the battery, since it's a little bit different than the lead acid batteries. But since I just have I'm just replacing it with the regular lead acid batteries. I just have to register it, since I think my car already has a lead acid battery because it has the white casing. I'm not 100% sure, I won't know until I take out the battery, but just from what I can see when I look at it from the top, it has a white casing, so I think it has the lead acid battery. This new battery I have right here that I got from BMW, it cost me $230, which is pretty expensive for a battery, but I mean, it's BMW, and it's going at a BMW, so that's just what comes with owning a BMW. But the AGM batteries, like I said, are a bit more expensive. So yeah, that's just kind of a decision you want to make if you have access to coding or anything like that, if you want to spend the money. Or if you live like in like a cold climate and you keep the car stored away for a long period of time, sometimes the battery can go out if you have just a regular lead acid battery. The AGM battery can help the car last longer, so that's another thing. I live in San Diego, so like it doesn't get cold here, so I just figured I'd just go with the regular lead acid battery, since I don't really have to worry about that. Alright, so now we're going to get into replacing the battery. So if you didn't already know, the battery is going to be in the trunk. It's going to be below this little thing right here. To get this out, you just turn this counterclockwise and just simply lift this out of the way. And then now you can see the batteries right there. That out, and then you're going to want to disconnect the negative battery terminal. It's just held on right here with a 10mm bolt, or 10mm nut, excuse me. There we go, I got the negative battery terminal out. You can see right here. Got that out of the way. Now we can disconnect this blue connection here. You can just press on it with a screwdriver. Just kind of pull it out like that. And then it comes out like that. And then we could remove this little vent hose on the back side of the battery back here. There we go. Move that out of the way a little bit. Now we could loosen this other 10mm bolt on the positive terminal. That nice and loose. Now we're going to loosen these two metal clips here. Alright, so it took me quite a bit to figure out how to get these two clips off, but let me see if I could show you. So you're going to have to get underneath this flap here and just pull outward, and at the same time you're going to want to lift up like that. So it's going to be like you pull outward and then you lift up. So all of this should just be able to slide right off. And once you get that now, I don't know if you guys can see it, but there is a little bracket all the way at the bottom there that's holding the battery in place because it's not moving. So we need to get that off. It looks like it's just a 10mm again, so we'll do that. that's the bracket that was down there. No room in here. We can make some. All right. There we go. So this does look like it is in fact a lead acid battery. So we shouldn't have to do any coding. It's just registering and letting the car know that a new battery is going in. Now I don't even see a date on here from where this battery or when this battery was made. Like on the new one I have, it says right there, October 2020. To let us know it's brand new. This one, I don't know. I assume it's at least 4 years old, 4 to 6 years old. One cool feature about the BMW batteries is it actually has an indicator to let you know when the battery needs to be changed or it's going bad. I don't know if you guys can see it, but it has like a green color in there. Acts as sort of like a marker. You know it's going bad when it turns like a reddish color or orange color. But it's green right now, so that it should be since it's brand new. So that's a pretty cool feature for the future when this battery goes out. That should be able to tell me. Alright, so now we're gonna go ahead and install the new battery. Alright, I feel like it's gonna be a pretty big struggle trying to get this new battery in here. But let's see what we can do. Make sure the negatives on this side and the positives on that side. There we go. Alright, I don't know if that was caught on camera, but got it in there. Quite a struggle. Go ahead and install the vent hose. Alright, so now we could put the positive little terminal back on. Slide over the positive terminal. It's on there. All the way down. And we can go ahead and tighten the positive terminal bolt. And you can put the clips back onto the battery right here. Just pull up on it to make sure it doesn't come up. And put this connection back together. I'm going to put this little bracket back in place to hold the battery in place. good. Battery's not moving. Now we can go ahead and put the negative terminal on. Once you get the negative terminal tightened down, you can connect this last new connection here. You can go ahead and put this little bracket back on.
So once you have completely installed your new battery, you're going to have to register it. The reason you need to register your new battery is because the ECU will still think that the old battery is installed in the car. So it will continue thinking that the battery will always need charging. And once your new battery is in the car and you don't register it, the car may continue overcharging the new battery, which will in turn decrease the life of the new battery. Now, to register the battery, you're going to have to get access to some sort of scanner that gives you the option to register a new battery to your car. I have my little Foxwell scanner that I got from Amazon. It has the ability to register a new battery. On this scanner, it's pretty easy. You just have to navigate to the power supply option, and then once you get past that, it'll give you the option to register the new battery, and then you have to enter some questions. And once you've answered all the questions, it'll give you the option to initiate the registration. And once it initiates, you'll hear the car shut off, or what sounds like it's restarting, and then that's how you know that the battery is registered.
Alright guys, so that about wraps up this video. So this video is for people who have already had a lead acid battery and are just getting a new lead acid battery. As far as the registering and all that, this isn't the only way to register. This isn't the only scanner you could use. There's a bunch of scanners that you could use to register your new battery. You just got to do some research and look at the ones you like and decide on one. If you're getting a AGM battery, you're gonna have to look elsewhere to find out how to do that. The replacement of the battery is still the same, but all the coding and registering may be a little different. But anyway, as usual, if you have any comments or questions or anything, feel free to comment those down below, and I will see you guys on the next one.